hypothetical, working onto something that I'm proud of. Out of the box, an epoxy to the world and the vision we've lost. I'm an apostrophe, I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe, and yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half diseased. And when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and die happily, and leave the body of my soul to be a part of it. I do what it takes, whatever it takes, 'cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes, 'cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes, you take me to the top, I'm ready for whatever it takes, 'cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of his broken hymn saying, "I'm not, this is who I am." I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher, 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 higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. Going higher, 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 higher.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And off we go from Oakland. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. First and 10, it's Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on a first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now Wilson to throw again. Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Throwing is Wilson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. He's at the 30. Touchdown! Antonio Brown, 77 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. It was third and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him. He gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
They kept him to a short run play there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moon nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The slot man in motion right. Throwing on 3rd and long. Moon. And the pressure gets to him again. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. With it is Brown. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way in for the touchdown. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw on second down. Moon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They come out here in the eye. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Calais Campbell able to drop him for a loss of 4. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On second down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. He can run for it, and he will. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, possession switches hands. In not great starting field position here for the offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up, They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now back out comes the offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, Moon. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Throwing on 3rd and long. Moon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if we're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They go play action with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Being chased out left. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Throwing on 1st down. Moon. And incomplete on the deep ball. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll send Beckham in motion right. Back to the air on second down. Moves. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cameron Wake in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Operating from the gun. Moon. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Caught left side by Cobb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can...
And he lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against him.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic ability. He's a thinking man's receiver as well.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Room here to run. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Duke Johnson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On third down, Moon. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go. 1, 9,
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Moon. And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And ready now for 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play action. Now Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you good? You're going slow clap on me. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Let's go!
Back to throw. Moon. And this is caught. So they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys.
Latavius Murray, the 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st down, Moon. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Off play action, Moon. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
On 1st down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Space to run past the 20. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 1st down, Murray. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Moon. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Moon. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Cameron Wake getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They got a man. It's Woods. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive experience.
Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays, Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now? I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act. Okay, now picture little Bobby, just a younger run around with his mans in his hands, feeling like a man. Run for the get put it to your brain like. Everybody know you ain't about it. Everything you talk about, I know I can live without it. Red light, stop, green light, go. Everything ain't what it seem like. I know. Hold up, what you mean? Where you been in? This is merely the beginning again. What you been living in? The box under the bridge, like Anthony Kiedis, looking for something to complete us and maybe lead us. For long way from equal is how they treat us. Body of a builder with the mind of a fetus. Turn on the television and see the vision they feed us. And I wish I could erase that face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs something, everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs something, everybody love, everybody know. I've been knocking dough down like a witness. God is my witness, I'm witness, but on the real I think I need another witness. If it was 17, black dad and white mama wouldn't change a thing. Light skin certified as a house. Go Go figure. In my blood is the venom master. It's like the devil playing space with the pastor. But he was born with the privilege. Man, what the fuck is that? People told me as a child, as a little boy playing with his toys, I should be ashamed. And some people look ashamed when I rap, like my great-granddaddy didn't take a to the back. Not accepted by the ghetto. I don't give a praise God, I can see the light. Everybody talk about race this, race that. I wish I could erase that. Face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs something. Everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs something. Everybody love, everybody know. Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit it back down. Seem like everybody nowadays Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now. I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging, I want on my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need to smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I'm just a soul with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up. Don't know what you think it compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood'll be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought it, cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her, so, no, I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap god, Cyclops and Ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think Rose still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, them bad as bag gon' get. What you mean?
Rather you than me. If you've been with me from Port of Miami, it's been a journey. Ain't nothing changed. A little stronger, a little wiser. Maybe a little more. Blame it on America.
I'm pulling off the line, I bought the cash.
Whoa.
Her future bright, don't give nobody bad.
Whoa.
Be looking good inside the
Whoa.
but I noticed that she missing all the edges.
Whoa.
I run the game just by running with the front.
Whoa.
Pro attitude, they got rich calisthenics.
Whoa.
Walking in the courtroom, sipping on the beverage. I know the judge, so I got a lot of leverage. On these this a fetish. Fully loaded on the 7. Your dog get a dime, you never wrote a letter.
Whoa.
Still in the box, got him rapping a cappella.
Whoa.
Kim Treasure, people with the weather.
Whoa.
I got it, boy, don't make me be the devil.
Whoa.
He knocking on the door and know the password. Gave me his blessings while I'm hotter than the last verse.
Dead presidents, dead presidents. Dead presidents, dead presidents.
Let's go, all my little militant. Let's go, I'm innocent.
Dead presidents, dead presidents. Dead presidents, dead presidents.
Fast. Let's go, I'm innocent.
I got that if like Tommy Lee. I make money. On my third passport, and I got at the airport. I got bowling green dollars on my dollars. Busting down 100 in the bathtub. Get some house shoes. I got money. I got war wounds. Get the clutching on that. Ain't no dance moves. I was posted on the stoop, hanging with my Haitians. On the news, on front pages. Ain't no relations. I was stacking being fresh and bustin'. 2 times in a row, that's a repeat. You end up, cause they easy. I'm in the breezy. She love me like she need me. I got my Maybach flooded out with extra TVs. I make her pick up every single day. I judge a vulture when I flood the paddock face.
Dead presidents, dead presidents. Dead presidents, dead presidents.
Let's go, all my little militant. Let's go, I'm innocent.
Dead presidents, dead presidents. Dead presidents, dead presidents.
Fast. Let's go, I'm innocent.
Hands on me, got the yellow brace. Check off in my pocket like the yellow paste. Was what I was asking. Low facility, I keep it classy. Build an empire, yeah, that was my state of mind. Yeah, that was my state of mind. Keep the blocks over there, we call it Lego Land. Meanwhile, it's like it's Amsterdam. Boy, fresh, you know, got the tropes. 16 when I bought my first rollie. Legend in my hood, just like a never ride in the extra car. Dead presidents, dead presidents. Dead presidents, dead presidents.
Let's go, all my little militant. Let's go, I'm innocent.
Dead presidents, dead presidents. Dead presidents, dead presidents.
Fast. Let's go, I'm innocent.
riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive.